record from my side and let me share the screen. And every 40 minutes, the meeting will be closed automatically. Okay, please join with the same link, Mohan. Okay, right. Okay, so once you just gave the name, okay, automatically this will be open like this, and you can see here there will be one extra option called toolbox will be opened. Okay, there will be an extra option called toolbox will be opened, and you can schedule this maintenance plan using the schedule window. Whenever you want, you can schedule this. You can click on this. You can select, for example, this is a full backup maintenance plan, right? So weekly Sunday at 2 a.m. I'm going to run this. Okay, at 2 a.m. I'm going to run this. If you click OK, this will run every week Sunday at 2 a.m. Right? What will run? Okay, so you can select from this toolbox as it is a full backup. Okay, as it is a full backup, will select the full backup tasks. Okay, so just click on this general. There you can see maintenance tasks. Okay, these are the 11 maintenance tasks you can see here. Pointer database backup task, check database integrity test, that is DBCC check DB. Execute SQL Server agent job, execute two SQL statement, history cleanup, maintenance cleanup, notify operator, rebuild index, reorganize index, sync database, update statistics and all. Okay, so my aim is I want to create a full backup or full maintenance plan, full backup maintenance plan, right? So what is the issue with the existing job? Okay, you created a full backup job, that's fine, that's running perfectly fine. It is taking the backups with the date and timestamp. Very good, excellent. There is a challenge with that. Can anyone guess what is the challenge? Can anyone guess what is the challenge?
On which one, sir?
Backups. Backups are perfectly running daily, no issues with the help of your backup job. But there is a challenge with the backup job. What is that? Okay,
Sir,
fine.
append,
Tell me.
append, append, sir.
No. It is going to run with the date and timestamp. So it will take a backup files with the date and timestamp. So every time it ran, it will create a new backup sets and all. So no issue with the append. Any other
Sir,
thing between the
there is no cleanup
very good,
those jobs.
excellent.
Because of the multiple backup files,
Yes,
every day is restoring in drive, sir. So we
yes,
need to clean up drive, sir.
very good, excellent. Okay, so main thing is cleanup. So 1,000 servers will be there. Daily, are you going to log into 1,000 servers and are you going to delete the old backups? Is it possible? Right?
No, sir,
It's
directly
not
it
at
is
all
not.
possible,
Yes.
right? If you are maintaining 100 servers or 1,000 servers or 10,000 servers, daily you cannot log into each server and daily you cannot check how much percentage, how much free space is there in the backup drive, what are the old backups. Okay, deleting the old backups, headache. It's a complete headache. Okay, so we don't prefer to delete the backups manually. Then if you don't delete, the file is going to be full. Okay, storage team won't add the storage whenever you want. So you can ask, sir, storage team, we can request storage team so that they will add storage. Imagine one database size is 1 terabyte. It is generating 200 GB backup. Every day it is generating 200 GB backup. And one day, 1 week itself, for 5 days itself, your drive is going to full. You have only 1 terabyte of space is there in the backup drive. Every day it is generating 200 GB backup file. So hardly 5 days your backup drive will be full. If your backup drive is full, what is the impact? New backups won't be generated. The backup job will be failed, stating there is no free space in the drive. Correct, right? If there is no free space, how can backups can run?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Right?
Correct.
So, but is it possible to delete the manual, these backups and all manually?
No, sir.
You can
It's
delete
not
if
possible.
one or two
We can.
servers are there. You can delete for one or two databases. Imagine hundreds and thousands of databases are there. How can you delete these old backups? Okay, so maintenance is headache with the jobs. Okay, so you cannot delete the old backups. If you want, you can delete it by again running or creating extra scripts. But without creating those extra scripts and all, you can achieve with the help of your maintenance tasks or maintenance plans. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this plan, this maintenance plan, as this is full backup maintenance plan, I'll include two tasks. One task will take the full backup. One task will delete the old backups. Okay, right. So let me, where is the full backup task? Backup database task. Okay, there is no full backup. If you just select this option, it will ask you full or differential or log backup. Okay, I'll explain again. Just drag and drop this control here. Drag and drop the control. Okay, so it was added here. And one more thing is I want to delete the old file. So which task I have to select for that? History cleanup task or maintenance cleanup task, guys?
Maintenance
History
cleanup.
cleanup, sir.
I
Maintenance.
want to delete the old backup. So history cleanup or maintenance cleanup? Which task I have to select?
History cleanup, sir.
Okay.
Maintenance cleanup.
Okay, fine. The answer is maintenance cleanup task. Okay, maintenance. This is a maintenance task, right? Deleting the backups and all. History is related to the database history. Okay, server history, tables history, and also not history cleanup task. It's a maintenance cleanup task. Okay, so you can drag and drop this maintenance cleanup task also. Right. Okay, so you can create a flow between these two tasks. Okay, so as of now there is no flow. Once this was completed, it won't go to here. Why? Because there is no connection between these two. Now select any task and you can see a green arrow. Double click on the green arrow. You will get control on the green arrow and drag it, and you can just leave it here so that you can see a flow is created between these two tasks. So once it was completed, then it will start this task. Or else you can keep this task first, backup task first. Okay, and you can delete task next. You can keep it like this and you can start like this. So tell me guys, which one is good? First backup task, then deleting the backup files is good, or first deleting the backup files and taking the backups are good? Which task we have to start first?
First one.
First
First
one
backup,
only we
you
have
have to
to.
take the backup. Yes, sir.
Yes.
First you need to take the backup, and next time we'll clean the backups only, sir.
Tell me guys, which one is good one? First backup or first
Sir,
delete?
first we need to take
Delete,
cleanup,
sir.
right?
Cleanup, sir. Right, sir.
Because there, if we clean, then only we get
First delete,
storage
sir.
space, sir.
So first we have to run cleanup task.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First you have to take the backup, and then
Right.
you have to clean the.
Okay, so there is a lot of challenges with the both methods. Okay, I'll tell you the challenges. Imagine first you run this database backup task. Okay, my database size is 2 terabytes. Imagine my database size is 2 terabytes. I have 2 terabytes of disk is there with me. My backup drive size also 2 terabytes. When you run this backup on 2 terabytes of database, it will generate at least 500 GB to 600 GB. Okay, right. So imagine it is generating 600 GB every time when you run the full backup. Okay, fine. So how many full backups I can keep in this 2 terabytes of drive hardly at a time? Every time when it run, it will generate 600 GB backup. My
Yes, sir.
drive size is 2 terabytes. How many full backups I can keep in that drive hardly at a time?
3 backups, sir. 3 full backups.
3 full backups I
Three
can
full
keep
backup.
it. Why? Because fourth backup 1800 GB will be full. Fourth backup
sir.
it will be failed with the
Yes.
disk space issue.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Hardly I can keep only 3 full backups. So in case if I want to run fourth full backup, I cannot run. It will be failed.
Yes, sir.
So in the same way, if you run the full backup for the first, there is a chance of failing with the disk space issue. We are discussing 2 terabytes. Imagine only 1500 GB is there in the drive. Now, how many backups you can hold in the
Two only,
1500 GB? 2 only. Third time when it runs, definitely it will be failed. Agree?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, we'll go with this maintenance cleanup task first. So first maintenance cleanup task will run. Okay, so that it is going to delete the old backups. Agree? So that it is going to delete the old backup. So in the maintenance cleanup task, we can specify how many days, how many hours, how many weeks old backup we can delete. We can specify here. What kind of backups we can delete, we can specify here. Okay, I want to delete backup files. Chalo, no issues. You have to select backup files only. From which location you want to delete. Okay, select the default location. We have default location, right? This is backup path, right? You can copy paste this backup path here, and as it is default location, I'm just simply copy pasting. In your organization there will be a different backup path, not default path. Copy paste that path here. And what is the file extension, guys?
Dot
.bak.
.bak.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
don't give .bak, it will be failed. Already clearly it was mentioned as file extension. Okay, so now no need to give dot, just mention simply .bak. If you give .bak, what it will think? .bak, it will delete. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Clear, everyone? If you mentioned .bak here, as it is already an extension, one more dot will be added. So .bak, there are no files with .bak, so it won't delete anything. Just mention simply .bak. Then it will add one more dot, as it is clearly saying file extension. So it will only add .bak by itself. So it will delete all the .bak files. What is the age? You can mention here 4 weeks old, 4 days old, 4 hours old, 4 months old, 4 years old, 2 weeks, 2 days, 2 months, whatever you want, you can mention here. I want to delete 2 weeks old if full backups. Usually guys, in the organization, at least 2 full backups they will maintain. Why? Because if the current full backup is corrupted, at least you will have lost full backup, right? So don't
Yes, sir.
maintain only 1 week full backup, guys. At least 2 full backup sets they are going to maintain. Sometimes they will maintain 3 full backup sets. Means last 3 weeks full backups they will maintain if it is weekly full backup. Last 3 days full backups they will maintain if it is daily full backup. Clear? At least they will maintain 3 full backup files or 2 full backup files. Either it is a weekly or daily. Clear, guys? So what I'm going to do, I will delete the backups older than 2 weeks, or else let me go like this. We don't have any backups older than 2 weeks. We'll delete older than 2 days. Okay, we have a lot of backups with older than 2 days. Okay, date modified, you can see 17th. What is the date today? 23rd. Okay, so let's go like this. We can delete 5 days full backups also we can delete. 5 days full backups. Okay, so it is going to delete any backup files older than 5 days. Or else if you mention 3 days, any backup files older than 3 days. So what and all backup files are going to be deleted? 3 days means 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, right? Up to 20 backups will be there. Remaining all the backups will be deleted. Okay, let it be. I'll show you. Okay, I'll run the plan so that you can see how many backup files. So 3 days older than, any backups older than 3 days will be deleted. Clear, guys? Any backups older than 3 days will be deleted. Agree? Any issues here? Please let me know.
No, sir.
Okay. So if your backup is on 17th date, it will be deleted. Why? Because it is older than 3 days. If your backup is on 18th date, it will be deleted. 19th date, it will be deleted. Only 20th date onwards, it won't be deleted. Okay. You can click OK. Done. Okay. So if you just keep your maintenance cleanup task on top, what is the problem here? You have to set the age properly. If you don't set the age properly, imagine first it will run. Imagine first this maintenance cleanup task will run. As per this maintenance cleanup task, it will delete the old backups. What if this backup database task is failed? Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Due to some reasons, not disk space issue, due to other reasons, if this database task is failed, you will be lose the old backups and you don't have current full backup also.
Yes, sir.
Agree? Right? So there are challenges. So people will follow, some people will follow first, they will take backup database task. Someone will follow first maintenance cleanup task. So it depends upon their interest and all. Right? But again, you have to set proper maintenance plan, maintenance, what you can say, retention policy, 2 days, 3 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You have to set proper retention policy. And if you see red mark here, it was not configured. If you don't see any red mark, it was configured completely. Okay, so let's configure this one. Double click on it to configure. Okay, so what kind of backups you want to take? Full, differential, log? Okay, you can select from here. I want to take full backup. Okay, fine. What are the databases you want to take? Okay, you can just click on this option. All databases, including system databases, it will take the backup. Only system databases, it will take backup of what all the databases, guys. If you choose only system
Master model
databases,
MSDB template.
if you choose system databases, what and all backups it will take? I need answers from everyone.
Master model and MSDB, sir, only.
Tell me, guys, if you choose the system databases only, what database backups it will take?
Master model and
Master
model MSDB.
model
Hmm.
MSDB.
What about temp?
System model MSDB. MDB, there is no backup, sir.
Very
Yes, sir.
good.
We
Okay.
are not taking
So-
back
Yes,
what
sir.
of MDB, sir.
Very good. Okay. So TempDB backups are not possible. There are no backups for TempDB. Okay. Someone said TempDB. So TempDB, you cannot take the TempDB backups as it is going to store unsorted data. You cannot take the backups are not at all possible on the TempDB. Okay. Fine. So you can choose only user databases so that it will exclude all your system databases. Master model MSDB temp, even though it is showing TempDB here, but of course there are no backups. Or else specific. No, I don't want this case. I don't want this case. I don't want this case. This case also I don't want to select. I want to select a specific databases. You can select from this list. Okay, how many databases are there? You can see all the databases here and you can select from this list. So what I'm going to do is I'll select this option, all databases. Okay, right, fine. So here, just don't forget to select this option. You cannot perform any backups on the offline databases, guys. Okay, it will be failed. Yesterday we discussed it, right? Amazon, I just kept into offline and your backup job is failed. Why? Because you cannot take backups on offline databases. It's quite common in 100 databases, 1 or 2 databases will be offline in the organization. If you don't set this option, your backups will be successful, but the maintenance plan output will be failed, saying that some of the databases are offline. It will take the backup for the online databases. It will simply failed for the offline databases. So even though the maintenance plan is successful, but as only one, imagine only one offline database is there, 99 online databases are there. It will take backup for 99 online databases. It will failed for that one offline database. Ultimately, the result will be failed. Your maintenance plan result will be failed. But it already took the backups for the 99 available databases. As it is unable to took the backup on offline database, the result will be failed and team lead or will get an incident. Please check why this maintenance plan is failed. To avoid these things, you can simply select ignore databases when the state is not online. Means it will ignore all the other database states. What are the other database states? Offline, read-only mode, restricted mode, single user mode, suspect mode. Whatever other database states are there, simply it will take the backups of only online databases. It will ignore remaining other states databases. Clear, guys? Right? Any issues, any doubts here, please?
No, sir, got it.
Okay, right, fine. So destination, where I have to take the backups. Okay, you have to go to this destination tab and you can mention the path. Okay, automatically it will take the backup to this default location. This is the default location backup folder. Okay, instance root directory. If you choose this option, what it will do? It will create a sorry. Yeah, if you create this, create a subdirectory for each database, means here in this location, it will create a folder for each database. Master, you will get one folder and your master backup file will be there in that location. Model, you will get a different folder and again model backup will be there in that location. MSDB, different folder. Like for each database it is taking, it will create a separate folder and in that folder it will take the backups. Okay, so I'm selecting this option so that it will create a folders. Okay, right, that's it. Okay, backup file extension you can see here BAK, not .BAK, just BAK, right? And
Yes.
you can no need to select any of these options and all, simply you can click OK. Now your, see here that red mark is gone. Now this is configured, and what you have to do is simply first save it.
Yes.
Okay, you have to save it, otherwise it won't save, or else you can use Ctrl S also to save it, and you can close this maintenance plan now, and you can just refresh this maintenance plan folder and expand this and right click. And if you want to, actually it was scheduled every Sunday 2 a.m. If you can wait next Sunday 2 a.m. it will run automatically. If you want to run it manually, okay, right click, you can select execute option, and you can see the status here. Once it took completed, once the backup maintenance plan is completed, one thing you can observe is automatically it will delete the old backups. Second thing is, okay, it will take the backup
Taking
of
back.
all the databases with the date and timestamps, guys. With the
Right.
date and timestamps, no need to worry about the files. Okay, let's go here, let's check how many database backups are there. See here, earlier how many files are there? Earlier, have anyone observed? Earlier almost 15 files are there, I guess. Now you can see here 17th date backups and all deleted.
Yes, sir.
There are no 17th days backup. Okay, 17th completed, it will be deleted. Using this maintenance plan, we have delete maintenance plan task, right? Because of that delete maintenance task, it just deleted all the backups older than 3 days. Okay, so remaining backups you can see here, and again as per the backup task, it just created folder for each database, and here you can see the database backup, database name, type of the file backup, and you can see the date 2021 11/23, and you can see the time also. See here 08:03:29 seconds. So again, if I run next time, it will create one more file. If you want, you can see. Okay, let me change this maintenance plan. Okay, double click on it to change. What I am going to do is, okay, double click. I'll delete the files older than 2 days. Okay, now see here, these 18th day backups also will be deleted. Okay, where is that backup? 18th day, how many backups are there? 3 backups are there, right? These files also will be deleted. Okay, so let's run this one thing, and second thing is just save it. Once you did changes, just save it. Okay, right, now you can close it, and now you can see one more backup file here. In each database you can see one more backup file. Amazon, okay, we'll see. So you can see, right, Amazon is offline. That's why it was
Right.
not generated any backup file here. It just created a folder but not generated any backup file. Okay, batch 40, you can see here one backup file. Okay, again if I run next time, again it will create a separate backup okay, file with the date and timestamp. You can just click on execute, so that it will create a separate backup files with the date and timestamps. And it will delete the old backups also. Okay, you can close this, and you can go to this. See here, one more file is added. This is 8:28, 8:03 minutes 29 seconds. This is 8:06 minutes 01 seconds. Next time if you run, one more file will be generated. Okay, so you can easily delete the thing is, you can segregate the backups, old backups, new backups, and all you can see clearly, and it is easy to delete also. And if you go outside backup, see here, it was not deleted 18th backups, it has to be deleted, right? We gave the same location, right? Okay, so these backups are not deleted. Okay, I'll check it. But usually what happened, if you give 2 days old backups, it is going to be deleted all the backups. Okay, you can,
Sorry, whether it is offline only, it will do it.
no, nothing like that. Only Amazon it was not deleted. Okay, as these are the
Amazon was
offline.
That
Okay,
is offline
Amazon is offline. Okay, okay. Okay, got
Yes,
it.
sir.
Okay, Amazon database is offline, right? So it is not touching the offline database at all. Even deleting also, it is not touching the files. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you for that. Okay, so this is how it will work, guys. Clear, guys? So in case if you have any issues with this maintenance plan, if it is not running properly, you can just click on this, where is that view history, and you can check what is the issue, why it is not running, and you can expand this and you can check the status. Okay, you can click here, and here you can see the history. Okay, why it is not running, why it was failed and all. Here you can see in the maintenance plan description, or you can see here, not maintenance plan description, you can see in the under error message. As of now, there is no error message, it was blank. Okay, if any error is there, if it was failed with some reasons, okay, then it is not going to be, okay, successful. Then you can see the error here. Okay, if you change the path and all, okay, so that if the path is not existed, you can see here the path is not existed and all. If you want, I can show you. Let me go to this maintenance plan and let me change the path for full database. Okay, full destination. What I'll do, simply I'll add one character here to this path backups. As this path is not existed, okay, automatically it will be failed. You can save this maintenance plan and again you can run this. Right, it was failed, and you can see here, right click, view history, and you can see here error, and expand this window and expand this plus symbol and click on this, any of this. Okay, you can see here, executing the query backup database to this. Okay, cannot open the backup device. If you see this error, one possible reason is the path is not existed. For backups, commonly you will get this error, cannot open backup device. The thing is, only the thing is, the backup path does not existed. Cannot open the device means 99% the path is not existed. Okay, see here. Possible failure reasons problem. Okay, backup database is terminating abnormally, and you can see parameters not set correctly, connection not established correctly, and the reason is, you can see here. Okay, failed with the error. What is the error? Failed with the following error, cannot open the backup device. And what is the device? This is the path. That means you can understand, okay, the path is not existed. This is how you can troubleshoot. Again, every database you will get the error, guys. Okay, every database you will get the error. Okay, so this is how, this, why this many errors are there. For each database, one error is generated. So that's why you can see here, create demo, one database, Flipkart, one database, and Azure, one database. Like this, for every database it will generate an error, so that you can easily check it in case if one specific database is failed at any state. Okay, clear guys? Any issues, any doubts, how to troubleshoot maintenance plans and all?
Sir, if I am doing first to full backup, then I don't need to go with the maintenance cleanup, sir.
First full backup means?
Just first time I'm doing the
Ah,
backup,
that's
sir, full
okay.
backup.
See, every time you won't change it, right? Right? As a DBA, what is our responsibility? We'll create the maintenance plans. And okay, first time I'm taking the full backup, so no need of okay, this maintenance cleanup task. Next time again I'll check it. Again, who will check it? What is the problem if you create maintenance cleanup task? If it is there, it will delete. If it is not there, it will ignore.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right. Again
Hello,
and
sir.
again you can, yeah, tell me.
So in organization, usually they create maintenance plan, right, sir?
Yes.
Because creating one single job for all backups and that, and for
Yes,
cleanup for
yes.
all
It
the
depends
jobs,
upon
right,
the
sir?
organization. It depends upon the organization. Some people will prefer maintenance plan. Some people will won't prefer maintenance plan. They will prefer only jobs, backup jobs and all. It depends. And again, guys, even though you create a maintenance plan, it will create a job. Automatically, it will create a job. Okay. If you see, if you expand these jobs, you can see, okay, full backup MP subplan 1. This is the job that related to the maintenance plan. Okay, full backup MP, full backup MP. And if you see subplan 1, that is your maintenance plan task. Again, it will also run based on the jobs only. When you create maintenance plan, it will create a job for that. And again, guys, one more reason is if your agent is down, your jobs will be failed. If any job is failed, first thing you have to check is SQL Server agent is up and running or not. Okay, if your SQL Server agent is down, okay, stop the agent, and definitely your all jobs will be failed, and you will sometimes you will get the alerts also, all jobs are failed. Possible reason is, okay, might be your agent is stopped. Check it whether your agent is up and running or not. Even if I run this job now, okay, by just fixing this issue, now what I'm going to do is, okay, let me go to the destination, let me fix this error. Okay, I'll remove this yes, okay, and let me click OK, and let me save this maintenance plan, and let me run this maintenance plan. Now definitely it will be failed. Why? Because see here, execution failed. SQL Server agent is not currently running, so it cannot be notified of this action. Okay, your maintenance plans, your jobs, everything depends on SQL Server agent only. If your SQL Server agent is down, okay, there will be no jobs and no maintenance plans will be up and running. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sir,
sir.
for differential and logback also for doing like that only we can do.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, double click on it and you can see, okay, select differential backup and you can give the path and you can click OK. Same. You have to add one more plan here, sub plan. Okay, add sub plan. Now give the name differential backup. Okay, and click OK. Now select this differential backup, go to this toolbox, double click on the differential backup. Okay, click OK. This is your differential backup, right? You can edit this one. This is your full backup sub plan, and this is, yeah. If you select here, there are no plans, right? Again, you will drag and drop the backup maintenance plan task. Now what you are going to do is, now you can, okay, now you can schedule type of the backup. You can select type of the backup, differential backup, and you will select the databases. Okay, all databases, ignore the databases. You will click OK, and you will click OK, and you will give the path and all, right? So you can schedule each task. This can run on Sunday. Okay, as per the schedule, this can run on every day. You can give the schedule daily. Okay, if you mention daily, it won't ask any date, any day and all. You can click OK. So your full backup sub plan will run weekly. Your differential backup sub plan will run daily. Clear?
Yes.
For a
Okay.
differential backup, sir.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, which cleanup strategy
Same maintenance cleanup only. Say there is nothing like a database full backup maintenance cleanup task, log backup maintenance cleanup. Everything is maintenance cleanup task only you have to use.
sir, they are generally setting for the 1 week, sir, right, sir? Cleanup of 3 or 4 weeks, sir, right, sir? For cleanup job, sir.
4 weeks older than any backups older than 4 weeks will be deleted.
Right, sir. Because every we need all the differential backups of keep to
Yes.
maintain the right, sir.
Yes.
For any no, so for avoiding the data loss, sir, right, sir?
Yes. And again, sometimes they will ask you retention policy. If 2 weeks full backups you are maintaining, 2 weeks differential backups also you have to maintain. What is the use if there is no 2 weeks differential backups? If you have 2 weeks full backups, where you are going to restore that full backup? If you don't have differential backup, you can restore full backup, but if you don't have differential backup set, what is the use of that full backup? You cannot achieve point in time recovery, right?
Right, sir.
So retention policy, if it is 3 weeks for full backups, the same policy will be followed for differential backups, log backups also. 3 weeks full backups, 3 weeks differential backups, 3 weeks log backups you have to maintain. If 2 weeks is the retention policy, 2 weeks full backups, 2 weeks differential backups, and 2 weeks log backups you have to maintain. Retention policy means how many days or months old backups you are going to maintain.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Okay, clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts? Right. Okay. So let me jump into the alerts. We'll start the alerts, then we'll continue the class tomorrow. Okay. So first we'll start the alerts. Right. So as discussed, alerts are very important, guys. There are different alerts will be there based on the situation. Alert means what? Alerting system means what? So for example, you're traveling in a car. So it is going to alert us if the door is not locked. It is going to alert us if you don't put the seat belt. Agree? So in the same way, if we don't alert, what is the problem? Something may happen. right?
Yes, sir. Something may happen in
So
background. And we
if
will
you
find
ignore
out.
the alert, yes, if you ignore the alert, that leads to an accident. Agree?
Right, sir.
In the same way, we'll create an alert. Alert means it is going to alert us, okay, your data file is almost full. In case if you ignore it, your data file will be completely full and application is unable to load the data inside the database. So application won't work. Your log file is going to full. If you fix the issue before it is going to full, then it's fine. Your application will work fine. If you ignore the alert, what is the problem? An incident will generate. Agree? So in the
Yes,
same
sir.
way, not only data files, log files, you can create alerts for multiple scenarios. Data file is going to full, or data file is 90% is full, you can create alert. Data file, log file 90% is full, you can create alert. Blockings are there, you can create alert. CPU consumption, you can create alert. Memory consumption, you can create alert. Whenever someone created a new database, you can create alert. Whatever you want, you can simply create an alert so that it will send an email if it touches that alerting system, if it generates, if it triggers that situation, automatically you will get an email. And guys, one more important thing is, if we want to get an email, we have to configure database mail feature. Okay, you can see here database mail under the management, you can see here, right? Database mail. You have to configure in the organization, in the post installation scripts, you will have a script to configure database mail. You have to simply run that script. It is going to configure database mail so that if something happened, you will get an email. You can create an alerts now, but the problem is you won't get an email. Why? Because we haven't created any database mail. If we create the database mail, okay, then automatically you will get an alert. I'll forward you one of the old video in 2012 version, SQL Server 2012 version. I have configured database mail. It will successfully generate alerts so that you will get an email to your Google account, sorry, Gmail account. Okay. If something happened, if the job failed, you will get an email to your Gmail account. If database is offline, you will get an email to your Gmail account. But for 2017, it's not working properly. I have to look into the issue why it is not, database mail is not working properly with the Gmail account settings and all. But for 2012, I just already configured Google Mail, Gmail. Okay, 1 minute, guys. The meeting is going to close. Please reconnect again. Okay, with the same link.